So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this incredible Zoom today. We're super excited to have you here. We receive you with open arms, open heart, and thank you for giving us your time. It's valuable. The main part of this presentation is the first 20, 25 minutes. So we always ask if you can just, for the next 20 minutes, 25 minutes, shut off all distractions and give yourself the opportunity to get the most out of this Zoom, all right? Because what if this was it? And by it, I mean whatever it is for you, right? Like, we're all in the world, all of us are on our own little journey, on our own little path, and we're all searching for something that's going to take us to the next level, right? What if this was your thing? What if this was the knock on the door that you've been waiting for, that helps you accelerate wherever you are to the point you want to be next, and this thing takes you there? What if that was it? Wow. So listen with the intention and be selfish. It's okay for the next 20 minutes, just be selfish and think, how is this opportunity going to help me improve the quality of my life and those that I love? Just have that selfish backdrop as I'm sharing. And the rest is just enjoy this short overview. All right, we'll take questions in the break. All right. So I'm going to start with our income disclaimer. Participation in this project, like any other, involves risk. We know that. We're all intelligent adults. But I like to make the point. Why? Because look, anyone that exposes you to anything carries risk. We understand that. One thing that a lot of people are not great at is minimizing or mitigating risk. And so I just want to talk a little bit about that. When you get presented with information, don't just take it for face value. Do a little bit of due diligence. Do a little bit of homework. Like, is the information that you're receiving, does it make sense from a credible perspective, right? Like, is it actually stacking up? And that's what this presentation is all about, all right? So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice. I am going to share some incredible information that has completely transformed my 2020 into beyond magical, all right? And you'll get to hear more and more stories from people who it's having exactly the same impact on, absolutely transforming their 2020 in a way that none of us could have imagined at the beginning of this year. The opportunity is Hypertech Group, the world's strongest blockchain alliance. And I love that because they're not just words. What you will see over the next few minutes is that one statement is the backdrop of everything this company does. Hypertech Group is the world's strongest blockchain alliance, and everything they do is in line with that. So we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar group, documented. And they started their journey way back in 2014 when one of the companies that our founder created was launched, called digitalx.com. Our founder, Ryan, launched this company, and he made a decision way back that, and when I say way back, like 11 years ago, that he was going to be a big part of the blockchain space. And gosh, has he delivered on his own promise, over-delivered, I would say. So at some point in the journey, he wanted the governments and regulators around the world to acknowledge blockchain technology and the space in the same way it acknowledges any company in any trend, any arena in the world. And it took him 2 years fighting governments, fighting regulators, fighting owners of stock exchanges globally to knock on enough doors and make enough progress that eventually, after 2 years, the world's first publicly listed blockchain company came to be, and that is digitalx.com. So that's come purely out of our founders' massive passion to make a point, to pave the way, to set the standard for the future. The next company he also started in 2014 with his business partner Sam Lee is blockchainglobal.com. And here he invested over $300 million of his own money. Like, this is, just get this, he's invested his own money into over 80 projects, including, if you're familiar with the industry, projects like NEM and Tron. Now, if you're not familiar, all of this will make a lot more sense as you start looking into the industry. But NEM is a $1 billion plus cryptocurrency. You can check that out on coinmarketcap.com. And Tron is a $2 billion plus cryptocurrency, which you can also verify on coinmarketcap.com. So this is a multi-billion-dollar group with offices in over 22 locations around the world, continually growing. They are advising governments and Fortune 500 companies on blockchain technology going forward. The third pillar of Hypertech Group is Collinstar Capital. And Collinstar was founded 5 years ago, where Ryan invested over $400 million of his own money, again, into over 300 blockchain companies, some of these brands you are super familiar with today. And so he's been there at the right time, at the right place, and backing companies when nobody else would, when the industry was on the brink of collapse, Ryan dug into his own pockets and started saving companies. And there's a whole documentary about the industry on Amazon Prime. If you haven't watched this documentary, it's a gem. It's called Next Blockchain on Amazon Prime. Go ahead and watch it. And especially episode 6. Why? Because Ryan absolutely dominates episode 6. This is nothing to do with promoting this company. It's an independent documentary about the industry, but you just get to see who Ryan is in the industry. He's an absolute legend, and he's known globally. Anyone that's in the space at the high level, they know Ryan. He's the king of crypto, globally known for everything he's done for this industry. Over 40 of the big cryptocurrency exchanges that exist in the world today, Ryan has funded over 40 of them with his own money. He's funded 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the world. Can you imagine? If you funded even one of them, you're a multi-billionaire. But if you funded 12 of the top 20, no one knows his net worth. Doesn't really matter. What everybody on the planet knows is that it's obscene, whatever it is, right? Just if you look at this, this is all documented. Everything's verifiable. Everything I share here, you can then go away and look at our due diligence document and verify everything that we're sharing. The fourth pillar of Hypertech Group is Hypercash, one of his many projects. Hypercash is a tokenized asset, which he delivered into the world 4 years ago and consistently lives in the top 100 coins in the world. Again, verifiable on coinmarketcap.com. And this is a project that he's doing directly with IBM, has been working on it for the last 4 years, solving a massive IT challenge around quantum computers. And so this is a quantum resistant security project that he's working on for 4 years, an issue that doesn't even come to pass until the future. He's a visionary, he's working one step ahead. And again, this project funded by government organizations, research done by top universities around the world. The legend himself, Ryan Zhu, our visionary founder, self-made multi-billionaire investor, and one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency miners since 2009, is offering us an opportunity to partner with him. How about that? How would you like to partner with the individual that has been mining cryptocurrency since 2009, was the first person to start large-scale mining when he purchased all of the available mines in 2014 when the industry collapsed, put them under one roof, and started large-scale mining. When everyone else is running, he upped his game. He funded projects like Binance. Even today, he's a 3% shareholder. He funded projects like ZB.com. He's a majority shareholder there today as well, 35% holding. He owns the Who Exchange. He also owns Hypercash, HyperDAO, and Molecular of the Future. These are tokenized assets. HyperDAO is a complete decentralized finance project that is going to just really pave the way forward in that space of decentralized finance. He's funded 12 of the top 20 cryptos, things like Ripple, Monero, Tether, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. These are brands, they're household names for people that are in the space, right? And he's a majority shareholder of 5 publicly listed. These are companies that exist on the stock exchange. Massive transparency, massive accountability, massive achievement. How many people do you personally know that have listed a company on a stock exchange, let alone 5? It's a rare thing on the planet for people to achieve that level of success even once, twice, 3 times. When somebody does it 5 times, then for me, they go into a level of status that goes beyond question in terms of their abilities and their integrity, and just what a solid blue chip CV, bio, boom, there you go. That's who I am. That's what I've done, not with arrogance, not with ego. Just this is, I love this space. Here's what we've done. Amazing. I don't know of a single entrepreneur on planet Earth that has gone from 0 to everything I'm sharing here in just 6 years. His business partner, Sam Lee, another cryptocurrency and blockchain legend, early adopter. He is a very famous speaker on the blockchain circuit, has traveled the world, gets invited as a keynote speaker on all of the big blockchain summits globally, including having spoken at the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. Together, they've opened up 16 blockchain centers around the world. These are free schools for the public, walk-in schools, massive buildings, massive kind of space for public to go in and learn about blockchain and crypto. Why? They're committed to the industry. They've got 16 in 13 cities around the world. They want to open up 300 over the next few years. That's their goal. They work with companies like Amazon and Microsoft, and he's been interviewed with all the biggest media channels in the world and consistently is the go-to guy for what is next in the blockchain and crypto space. They've got government partnerships, like, you know, really, when I sit there and look for credibility, if these guys are good enough for governments, if they're good enough for massive Fortune 500 companies, and they are good enough for global institutions, then they're certainly good enough for little old Kalpesh Patel. And I'm sure you will agree with me that they're good enough for you. And so if credibility is what you're looking for, these guys have over-delivered. All right, it doesn't get better than this. You can see here, signing an MOU with the Australian Trade Investment Commission, Russian government-owned bank, Ambassador of Indonesia, SEC of Montenegro, Geneva delegation, big fintech authorities in Thailand, and another MOU with Denmark. So, you know, and there's a whole list like this. It goes on and on and on, doesn't stop. I've just condensed it down to a slide. Oh, lovely. No. That's very odd. I did set this up not to be able to do that, but there you go. It still happened. There we go. Apologies for that. Let's come back into the Zoom. And we go here. So, you know, these guys have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt their ability to do things at the very, very top level. What more do we want, right? And so they've just delivered, you know, a card to us. What a phenomenal card. My nephew got his yesterday. Wow, is all I'm going to say. Wow, wow, wow. What a feeling when that thing arrives through the letterbox, right? But let me tell you a little bit about this. These guys own their own bank. Hyperbank is operational in 176 countries in the world. 100% bank grade security. Everything is, you know, fully regulated and launched on a global level, to the point that when you bring your cryptocurrencies into this bank account, into the wallet, you will earn interest on your cryptocurrency just like you earn interest in a bank. How about that? So 10% a year on your Bitcoin, 5.7% a year on your Tether, you name it, you start making money on just holding your currency in that wallet. Also, you can spend your cryptocurrency as if it's cash. This card allows you to walk into any shop and swipe your card and buy goods and services just like you would with any card. How about that? The difference is you're spending crypto balance and the shopkeeper is receiving cash, a seamless system that allows mass adoption to happen beautifully. And also small to medium businesses can now accept cryptocurrency easily with this app. And the beautiful thing, this card is the only card that I know of in the blockchain and crypto space that allows you, the customer, to spend up to $50,000 a day. $50,000 a day. Now, not that many people on the planet are going to spend $50,000 a day, right? But the fact that you can speaks volumes to me. Who are the owners of this company that they are able to influence lawmakers and regulators in the financial industry to approve a debit card in 176 countries around the world to spend up to $50,000 a day? Every other card I've ever seen has a limit of 500 a day, 1,000 a day, couple of thousand a day tops. So again, this just speaks volumes of credibility to me once again. So the question then becomes, would you like to partner with such a group? Just look at the accolades. When I look at this screen, you don't know how excited I get. I'm like, my business partner did this. Either they own or they have funded and own shares in everything that you see here. And now if you're familiar with the industry, you know, all of these big blockchain brands, then you are going to very quickly realize that this is the only opportunity in the world that, for me, a very selfish perspective, I know, is worth talking about. This gives you bragging rights. So you better be bragging, right? This is bragging rights stuff. Never has any entrepreneur achieved so much in such a little space of time. And so the ecosystem is what they're putting together next, right? So this is the plan. There's a grand master plan here, and your role in that is very, very clear. These guys have just launched a bunch of stuff, right? So they've got their own bank. That's been in the world for the last 3 years, over 1 million customers already using this. billions of dollars already in the bank. They own Hyperpay. So you can download this app on your phone right now from the App Store and open your bank account, do your KYC, bring in your crypto and earn interest. Order the card if you like and spend your crypto as if it was cash. Absolutely stunning. Next in line, we hear through the grapevine, Hyper Talk, our own messenger app, just like Telegram, just like WeChat or WhatsApp, only here we'll be able to send each other cryptocurrency directly through the messenger. Wow. Are you kidding me? I can't wait. They're making it easier and easier for the masses to move crypto around in and amongst each other and into the world. This is breakthrough stuff. Soon after that, the launch of our mall, just like Amazon or Alibaba, the platform there, our own mall, where members of this community will get extra benefits to shop in our mall over and above if they went to Amazon or anywhere else. And also the ability to earn rewards on the mall. Wow, I'm excited. Our own financial platform. Imagine being able to go and apply for mortgages and loans in the future directly from the community hub, the platform. How amazing is that going to be? Our own exchange is going to come soon following after that. We're going to have our own social media platform, our own news channel, our own mining, really efficient mining. So again, this is going to give you the ability to diversify your wealth and accelerate your wealth creation. This is high level conversation, guys and girls. And so what is the next goal? 30 million customers, a multi-billion-dollar IPO plan. The fifth pillar of Hypertech Group is Hyperfund Global. Hyperfund Global is a platform that allows you and the people around you to come together and join the movement and benefit from this massive industry, a genuine passive opportunity. You can become a member of this community and profit from the biggest wealth transfer of our time. Let me let that land for a second. This has never happened before. Money never disappears. I've often said this, money never disappears. It only moves direction. And those that know where it has moved to have a significant advantage over those that are left in the dark. And so you're being made aware here. Your friend has invited you. Now you know you can't unsee this stuff. Money's moving quickly. The next decade, trillions are moving into this space. And you, if you want to, can benefit from that move. This group has been put together for that exact reason. You can join Hyperfund today and benefit through their money-making mechanisms. What are their money-making mechanisms? Let's have a look. First of all, let me remind you, they have been mining cryptocurrency for 11 years. They've been large-scale mining for 6. So they're one of the biggest mining groups in the world and are able to collect cryptocurrency, whichever ones that are worth mining. They know all of that because they're the experts. They've been around from day dot. So they just move their focus to where it's needed, and they mine efficiently as anybody else can on large scale. They are whales. What does that mean? Well, they own so much cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or any number of coins that they funded, 12 of the top 20, that when they buy, the market increases, and when they sell, the market drops by a few percent on every transaction. And when they do that, they literally collect cash from the market for nothing. It's free money. They're just, they know what's going on in the market. They look at the numbers, they make their move, they capture the move, and then they walk out of the market. So they're not gambling. This is the house. They're not the people that walk into the casino through the front door. These are the guys that park up below and jump in the lift to go to the top floor. They own the whole infrastructure. They're angel investors. They catch great blockchain projects early. Look at their history, 6 years. They've got more rights in that 6 years than anyone else I know. And they've got this magic touch, right? They've got the Midas touch. You don't accidentally invest in 12 out of the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the world. You don't accidentally invest in 40 plus solid global cryptocurrency exchanges. That doesn't happen by accident. That is a very smart, kind of tick box, whatever their due diligence process is, that works. Their system absolutely works. They launch their own successful projects into the world. They stake projects. They list other people's tokens on big exchanges and earn huge fees. They earn fees on cryptocurrency exchanges they own, and all of the 40 plus cryptocurrency exchanges that they have got shares in, that they funded as angel investors. Every time somebody buys or sells something on Binance, these guys make a slice of it. How about that? And any number of those platforms. So today they're saying, listen, we're ready to go to the next level. They spent 6 years getting the back end right. The foundation is set, the tech is ready. They've got all of the resources that they need to handle that stuff. What they now want is the customers. They're now pushing for mass adoption. And that's where we come in. When you join this community, they will teach us everything we need to know about blockchain and crypto through Mars Academy. We will receive daily rewards between 0.5% and 1% every single day just for being in the community, just for joining. Think about that. You join this community and boom, you win straight away. And then the third benefit is that you have the opportunity to jump into phenomenal new projects before the masses jump in, and giving yourself a 20 to 30% below market value advantage. If you love what you hear, become a part of the community. Just sign up. Takes all of a couple of minutes to open up your account. Whoever invited you here will send you a link. You click on the link and sign up. You can sign up for as little as $300. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. You can partner with Ryan and his incredible team of professionals on a global scale for $300 one time. No monthly fees, no hidden gotchas, just bang, done. $300, you're in the system, and then you will receive 0.5% to 1% rewards every day based on the value of your membership until your membership value has doubled. Meaning that if you bought a $300 membership today, you will receive $1.50 minimum, 0.5% minimum per day, up to $3 a day. But let's just work on the minimums for the sake of this presentation. 0.5% a day is $1.50 a day every day, $45 a month every month until you've had $600 back. Takes a little over a year. Are you in? I'm in. If you're in a position, buy a bigger membership. You can buy a $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. There's no upper limit, only a minimum of 300, no upper limit. And in 400 days with the minimum of 0.5% a day, bang, you've doubled the value of your membership. This is what makes this so hot. It's why so many globally are jumping in. It's what we call a no-brainer. You've got the mechanisms, the credibility, the history, and the future. Everything is perfectly timed. We've got a promotion on right now. If you're seeing this presentation today, this is a triple promotion, which means that that daily 0.5% minimum continues beyond your 400 days. And it goes on for 600 days. So imagine 0.5% a day for 600 days, your 1,000 turns to 3,000 instead of 2,000. Your 10,000 turns to 30,000 instead of 20,000. So if you love the idea of tripling the value of your membership, go ahead and do that by joining earlier rather than later. Take action while the promotion is on. I want to talk a little bit about strategy. So that's the presentation done, all right? That's the decision-making part is over. Credibility, daily rewards, advantage on great new projects before the masses, done. And learning about cryptocurrency through our portal of Mars Academy. All right, that's done. Easy decision, get yourself in. Once you're in, this rebuy strategy, and the example I'm going to use, I'm going to say, imagine you started with $10,000 and the average per month is not 0.5% a day at 15%, it's a little bit more than that. And let's say it's 20% a month as an average over the year, okay? 12-month average, 20%, like 0.6% a day, just to touch over that. That means that your average monthly is $2,000 in rewards. Wow. That for a lot of people is life-changing. What is it? Life-changing. But look at this. In a year, you'll have had $24,000 in rewards. Genius. In my eyes, anyone that turns 10,000 into 24,000 in 12 months is an absolute legend already. But if you don't need the 2,000 a month for cash flow, for survival, if you're in the blessed position where you already have a job that takes care of the bills, or you have a business that takes care of the bills, then this can now become a wealth acceleration mechanism. You can rebuy with your rewards, meaning that in month one, those 2,000 rewards you've repurchased with, in which case in month two, you have earned $2,400 instead of 2,000. Month 3, your rewards are 2,880. Month 4, your rewards are 3, 4, 5, 6, and the total from 10,000 to 20,000 doubling takes just 4 months. How would you like to double the value of your membership in the next 4 months? All right. Now, if we go with the minimum, it might take 5 months, right? Plus or minus, right? But my point is, look at what can happen when you rebuy. Imagine what can happen in a year. Have a guess. Took you a quarter to get to 20. A third of a year, I mean. The first 4 months. It goes to $100,000 in the next 9. The power of the rebuy strategy means that you can have $100,000 year with us. Now, why is 100,000 so special for me? Because $100,000 puts you in the top 5% income earners on planet Earth. Did you know that? Most people don't know that. It doesn't take much. That's my point. Most people give up climbing their career ladder or their income goals around 50,000, 60,000 a year. That kind of seems to be in my experience of speaking thousands of people all over the world. My experiences in the developed countries, people are really, really proud when they hit $50,000, $60,000 a year. If they're on 80,000, they're already in their world at rock star status. But it doesn't take much, does it? Here's what's beautiful. If you're at rock star status in the career world at $60,000 to $80,000 a year, you've only got to come here and make an extra 20, and boom, you've now pushed yourself into that top 5% bracket. An extra 20,000 here in a year pushes you into that top bracket. How about that? So listen, thank you for your attention. I'm going to have a very short break and take a couple of questions. We're going to get those questions answered. The purpose of these questions is just to get real clear on the previous few slides as to whether this is something for you or not. Once you've decided it is for you, then you can hang back and join us for our business training, which is another 20 minutes of how to accelerate everything that I've just shared with you. So I'm going to stop sharing my slides. I'm going to come back into the room. And if you have any questions, if you just raise your hand, there's a little button in the bottom of the participant panel where you click and it raises your hand, and I will open up for you to ask. Okay, so Volker, hi, welcome. What would you like to ask? You can unmute yourself. Volker.
Hi, Kalpesh. How you doing? You all right?
Awesome, thanks.
Couple of quick questions, because It's not totally obvious, but from the value pack that you buy, whether it be 300 or 10,000, is that the full amount that goes into trade?
Correct.
First of all.
So
yes?
It doesn't go into trade, just for clarity. It goes into a plethora of opportunities. All right. So okay. When you buy your package, your membership, that's not, it doesn't say, they don't say, right, that's going to go here and that's going to go there. The company takes a broad view, says, here's all the stuff we do. And we will, because they're not just working with your 300, there's thousands of people around the world that go into a pot, and then they can say, right, what's the next project? This will go there, this will go there, this will go there. And they're doing that. And what they're saying to you is they are absolutely more than confident, which if you look at the numbers and the industry, that they can comfortably make sure that you've got a minimum of 0.5% a day in rewards coming back to you until they've tripled that. They're confident in 20 months, they can turn your 300 into 900 comfortably for you. And anything above that is for them gravy, right? Make sense?
I've got a few more questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. Go on.
With withdrawal costs then. So if you want to withdraw, there's only a 1.5% penalty, is it?
No. So you're looking at the card. The card has a 1.5% spending cost. Like when you spend your credit cards, they charge a few percent, right? That's a retail element. In our system, once you're in and you're a member of the community, you receive your rewards every day. Every time you have $50, the minute you see $50 in your rewards, you can withdraw that. And if you do, there is a fixed fee of $3 plus a little bit of gas fees. Total at the moment is around $5 withdrawal. Whether you withdraw $50, $500, or $5,000 doesn't matter. The company doesn't sting you on how much you're withdrawing. It's a genuine withdrawal fee to cover the cost of transactions. Cool?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's answered that one. All positive, like it. The other one, your last scenario on the $10,000 and how you can compound it by buying your $50 packs and reintroducing it, that you could make up to 100,000 in a year. The only problem with that is you can only go up to 3 times your amount of your initial investment, correct?
Very good. So a couple of things I want to pull you up on as well for everybody's benefit. We can't say investment because that's not what we're doing. We're not. I'm not qualified to talk about investments and sell investments. But yeah, so and compounding as well. So what we say is, right, you bought a membership, you're now receiving rewards every day. Every time there's $50 of rewards, you have an option. Either you withdraw or you rebuy. If you rebuy, that's another $50 that goes into the system that says, right, we've got to give Volcare back 50 times 3 if you do it during this promotion. Make sense? So your 50 now shows up as 150 that's coming back to you over the next 20 months. And you can do that as often as you like. You can do that with every $50. You can do it with every other $50 alternate. It's your call. Your rewards, once you've earned them, are yours. And if you decide to add them to your existing membership, you can. And that will continue to add to that future 20-month payout. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Cool. That's fine. Thank
Done.
you.
Awesome. Thank you. Great question.
I shall leave it to the next question.
Lovely. Thank you. So the next question is James. James, please feel free to unmute yourself. Go for it.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, James. How we doing, buddy?
Yeah. So my question is, crypto mining, right? Is that, when you say mining, is that basically gathering, what would you say, clients?
No. So mining is the term that is used for the people in the world that create cryptocurrencies. They create Bitcoins, for example. So how, again, this is getting into a little bit of technical training, which is not of interest to most people, but how Bitcoin are created is the algorithm. There's kind of problems to solve. There are algorithms that solve these problems. And every time problems are solved, Bitcoins are created. They're manifested in this blockchain space. Does that make sense?
Yes. So my question
is, they're people that have bought heavy duty machines, and these machines solve these problems and they solve these algorithms. And every time they do that, the people that own these machines, those machines receive it's not for free. There's a cost, warehousing cost, electricity cost, maintenance cost, whatever that is. But they receive free Bitcoins from the ether, if you like, from this fixed amount of Bitcoins that exist in the world. They receive free coins, but there is a cost. So they, whatever it is cost them to generate that, they get coins. I call it coins at wholesale. Cool.
Yes. One last question.
Sometimes it's loss making. For the retail guy that buys one machine in his garage, they usually end up losing money. But for people that do it on scale and know what they're doing and can time things well, they can make fortunes like these guys do. Cool.
All right. One last question, right?
Yep.
All right. So related to the stock market, right? How, products back, the market price. So in this sense, right, what could cause a devalue of the crypto?
Fantastic. So once you start learning about cryptocurrency, there are two types of cryptocurrency. There are ones that are purely speculative. For example, Bitcoin is purely speculative. It's not underpinned by anything other than people saying, I'm happy to pay this much for a Bitcoin.
Right.
So that still pushes the price up because of demand and supply. There's only a limited number of Bitcoins available ever in the world. And as the demand for Bitcoins grows and the number of Bitcoins available diminishes, naturally demand and supply says price moves up. So that's a pure demand supply conversation. Then there are more recently, the trend has moved towards, because 99.9% of all of the speculative coins in the world have collapsed and failed. Bitcoin is a brand in itself. And so that won't collapse and fail as such, because it's become accepted as a store of value, if you like. It's almost, a lot of people compare it to gold just because of that demand supply situation. That's got the pole position of the brand, right? But beyond that, the new cryptocurrencies are normally built around projects. So they're tokenized assets. And that's something that you'll learn about when you come into the community and start learning about crypto. Tokenized assets work exactly like the stock exchange. There is a company that is doing X, Y, or Z, building value. As the company gets valued, so does the value of that token increase, exactly like the value of a stock increases. It's literally like listing a company on the stock exchange without being limited by regulation. So they can do a global listing like that. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I really want to get in so I could get the education, because
you'll learn more of this once you're inside. Yeah, this is all part of the process. When you get, look, here's what I recommend, James. Buy yourself a massive $300 membership, and the education you will get out of that alone will pay you back gazillions in the coming years. Cool?
Sounds good.
Done. Thank you, buddy. Great questions.
All right.
Okay. And one more. We've got Brett. Hi, Brett. Please feel free to ask whatever question you got.
Kalpesh, hi, yes. Just a very quick, simple question. The returns that we get, the 0.5% per day.
The rewards that we get. Yep.
Yeah, the rewards. Okay. Is that compounded on a daily basis, or only once you get the $50 out for the rebuy?
Very good. And again, I constantly correct on language because that's the only way we can learn as a group. So it's not compounded, but you can rebuy with a minimum of $50 every day. So what does that mean? Anytime you see $50 in your rewards balance, you can, if you want to, rebuy. Now, if you've got a $300 membership, that will take around 34 days to get $50, $1.50 a day. Cool.
Okay.
If you've got a $10,000 membership, every day the minimum you get is a $50 reward. Can you see that?
Right. Yep.
The $10,000 person is able to rebuy daily. The $300 person is able to rebuy every 34 days. Cool.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Awesome. So listen, great questions. That just solidifies everything that we've shared. So anyone here, you're crystal clear. Keith, how you doing, my friend? Great to see your video pop up. Let me introduce my, hey, let me say this right. Let me introduce my 5-star upline. 5-star.
Oh, 5-star offline. Wow.
I had to do that.
It's my 5-star friend and business partner, Mr. K.
30-year friend, and yeah, the guy that was able to get through to me back last year when I was unget-throughable. I was. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Kalpesh, 8 weeks, pal. I worked on you. 8 long weeks, man. 2 months.
Yep. You did. But you know what?
Go on.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad that you know. I'm glad we had that 8 months of.
Look at Dizzy's laughing here. Dizzy knows, man. I had to go through some trouble, man. But you know, KP, what I love about this is that I've had 5 years of the industry's ups and downs, battered and bruised, lost lots of money. I'm sure everyone on here who had experience in the crypto space can say, yeah, I understand what you mean. KP, you avoided everything in the space.
I did.
Nothing. Every year stuff came at you, and then I thought, wow, how am I going to crack this nut? The only way was to provide something to you, to show you something that had a ton of credibility, that had documentation, you know, everywhere, and that the plan, the reward system is the fairest system on the planet. Everyone's a winner, and you went away and you still took 8 weeks and you had question on top of question on top of question. And now 11 months later, 12 months, 11 months later, you are done on the weekend of your new year of Diwali. Well done, my friend. VIP 5-star in 11 months. 5 million in membership purchases outside of his strongest leg, smashed the 10 million marker as well on doing it. Guys, if you believe, whether you believe me or not, look at all the smiling faces on here and all the claps and all the applause. KP, this is your moment, but enjoy the entire week. And then just what we've got to do, we've got to raise champions. I want to know on this call, how many of you want to get to VIP 5-star? Is that really, Jeffrey's going like this. How many of you really want to get to VIP 5-star? Let's give you 12 months, in the next 12 months. So forget what you've done in the past, in the last few months or however long it's been that you've been in. In the next 12 months, how many of you guys want to get to VIP 5-star? There's plenty of space, isn't there, KP? Plenty of space at the top. We've got loads of space up here.
We're keeping the seats warm, man. We're keeping the seats warm.
Manny just said, Manny said to me on a call while he said, wow, is there a VIP 6-star? Because Kalpesh is on fire now. Completely off the chain. You absolutely smoked it today.
Thank you.
If guests can't see this right now, they need a checkup from the neck up. You need to go and visit someone and have a little lie down and have a chat about your life. Because if you can't see this right now, then we can't help you.
Absolutely. You know what? And I often say that. Listen, we've only done the first half of the presentation, and I know it's a wrap. The first half kicks the backside off of a full presentation in any other company. That's how powerful this pitch is. And so we're done. Really, you know, that's it. The decision's made in the first half. Everything beyond this is all gravy. And boy, we got some good gravy here, man. This is the real deal. So awesome. Thank you, Keith.
Good job, man. Congratulations. Enjoy it, man. Listen, we all love you. Well done. Good job. And you worked tirelessly throughout the entire year, man. You've absolutely exploded, blown up, man. Well done. Good job.
And I'm looking forward to our little 5-star dinner that we promised ourselves at the beginning.
Yeah. Dom Perignon all night, yeah?
I am in.
Are you going to use your gold card or am I going to use the black card? I don't know. We'll be throwing
fight at the end, man. It'll be a fight. Maybe we go to two
different I'm paying, so it'll be my Hyperpay black card. The waiter's going to say, "What is this card?" They'll have to unbelievable. I'm looking forward to it.
The hyper community is going to be the first community that's going to be fighting to pay for each other just so they can recruit the waiter with their card.
Brilliant, KP. Fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you. All right.